Hello, beautiful Taurus. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into right away. This is going to be for next 4 weeks: money, career, success, material stuff, what's coming, what's leaving, and what you should pay attention to. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light, and if you haven't already, give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe. And if you go on to enjoy this and would like a private reading inquiry, I'm going to leave my email in the description box and right here. Let's get to it now. I see two wings opening up already here. This is very significant. One of the wings opening up has like a face of a bear. The other one has the face of a cat right there, okay? So bear can represent an authority figure, and the cat can represent someone who's laid back, and also cats are really good hunters. This is coming maybe the first time in a reading that cats are a hunting breed. So I feel like here, if you are planning something, or if there is something happening in your life, coming to your life, this can be angelic help as well, like the wings are opening. So this can be about, actually, bears are good hunters too. But this one, the bear can represent an authority figure on one wing, one shoulder, and the hunter spirit, like the cat spirit, is on another shoulder of yours. I feel like in this journey, they're going to be supporting you. We're going to divide the cup into 4, and we're going to see week by week. The first week, it seems like there's not much of an action happening here. I see a moth right there coming out of his hiding place. Moth can represent also old energy, and it's like going towards the left, which our mind actually sees the left side as the past and the right side as the future. So it seems like whatever that you're over and done with when it comes to material stuff, it's going towards the left. It's leaving, okay? This will open up space for you to actually start to maybe give birth to a new butterfly. Wings can also symbolize a new butterfly here. And it seems like your intention is going to be really powerful this time. I see there are phone lines forming. Maybe you're sharing this idea with someone, which is going to show up within the second week maybe. I see letter S, I see letter F or T. This looks like number 5. Number 5 can symbolize new adventure, travel opportunity. So it seems like first though, everything has to happen within you. It's happening within you. You're coming up with a decision. Then everything is actually going towards like an improvement, maybe evolvement or movement, basically. The thing is, as soon as you decide, have a clear intention. I told you the wings are actually like appearing on your back. This can be also people, like necessary support appearing. And I see there's a small chunk of money. Maybe if you need any financial support, it's going to show up as well. Intention is very important. And intention is actually what is a powerful thing that you can use in order to get what you're desiring. The thing is, sometimes we have ulterior motives rather than intentions, and that's not really the same thing. So if you don't know the description of what they are, maybe you need to just, look it up. Because the thing is, even though you might be thinking, oh, I'm at this age, I know what that means. I actually look at the meaning of intention. Like maybe every year I open it up, Wayne Dyer's books and like internet, all the resources I can find, because intention is a very powerful source. Understanding it and feeling it is two different things. Knowing the description of what it is and feeling the moving power of that is totally different thing. So I try to remind myself and never forget. It's such a powerful thing. So that's why I feel that when you have the clear intention, and that is going to start to attract the necessary powers, sources. I see a head of a fish right here. Can be like a crying fish who needs money. That is going to actually get the resources. And I see letter R. It's not very clear. R can be in the first name or the last name of someone. R can be in the name what you're attracting into your life, what you're actually getting out of. Can be like some sort of company. Maybe you're paying something, or you're moving jobs, changing jobs. If you're retired, maybe you're going through that. It can be an extra opportunity coming forward. I see here the T. I told you this is like a reverse T right here. And there is someone, maybe kind of reminds me of like diver with a gas oxygen tank behind him. And this can be someone who's actually failing, but this, when we flip it around, it becomes what do you call it, the anchor. So this can be someone also, their oxygen tube is failing. Maybe someone who thought they were actually prepared. I don't think this is your energy. This is an example for you to see, because when you're going on a journey, like you're going to be maybe the one dives deep into something in order to bring about all the jewels, all the lost treasures, or maybe found treasures. Who knows? Underwater, I don't know if there are actually things. You can find gold underwater. What do they find? I think they find oil underwater, right? They have this oil rigs and stuff on top of the water. So there is a hidden gem, but there are failed attempts. This is going to appear to you. It's not appearing to you to actually discourage you. It is appearing to you to see where the things are missing, the right action or right directions missing. See that and just course correct. That's actually going to be your keyword here. Course correct towards right direction. I see here the Poseidon's trident basically appearing within the third week. I know we're going with a lot of water analogy here. So if you have any water signs and around you, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, it's good to have them around if you're getting along well, and just pull some energy from them. And the best way to pull some energy from a person, I feel like complimenting them. You can see how their energy actually increases, which can also give you more as well. So it seems like, or maybe like ask them about what they're thinking, what they would do, how they're feeling about something. And because they are high feeling signs, this person can also be an inspiration how to connect with your intention, emotionally attached to it. Okay, the trident here though is extremely powerful tool. That's why I feel like some of you might actually get access to a tool, maybe through a water sign. It can be a spiritual tool. Why not? It can be also a material thing that you can use during this journey. The third week time, I'm seeing this. Maybe the tool can be the simplest thing, guys. You need to use your imagination a little bit here. The tool can be maybe somebody's showing you a website to sell the stuff that you don't use anymore. That can be an extra income for you. Maybe if you're looking for a new opportunity, this can be like something actually appearing, or somebody who knows something that is actually much more suitable for you, is offering it to you. It can be also, if you're retired, maybe you're not looking for work, but you're looking for something to support yourself. It can be another better opportunity. The trident is a tool. If you don't use a tool, you could just delay the future that is actually meant for you, okay? And I keep hearing some things on the internet all the time, and it says like, if something is meant for you, it's actually like yourself from the future telling you to go after it, because it's going to be yours eventually. And if something is not meant for you, it will disappoint you 100 times. That's why I feel like here, when something is meant for you, you will have a love connection to it. But if it's not, you will have a fear connection to it. Okay, so that's the part that you will differentiate if this is for you, or like something that you're going after is going to actually happen easier. I see here 3 people coming together, and the discussions of coming together is actually starting within the third week. The fourth week, you're actually sitting down or maybe standing up with the 3 people. There is a conversation happening between you. There's here a catch. Kind of looks like a duck that you catch. Duck can usually represent someone maternal, someone supportive, but I feel like here this is kind of like a hunting party. I told you the cat is actually representative of your hunting powers. Seems like here you caught this duck, and you might get two more people actually stepping in and maybe wanting a piece of them. One of them is very skinny. The other one has a big influence, a big cloak. I feel like here, if you're still working maybe, or if you are actually maybe building something, after you build it up, some people might come in and just, claim some part of it. However, I feel that you're cutting communication here. When you cut it, clarity and support, and maybe even the substantial offer, because I see here this is kind of starting to look like a paper here. Substantial offer might come in instead of just maybe trying to explain your stuff to these people. If this is something that they're offering, maybe you have something valuable and you're not liking what they're offering, when you maybe just weaken the communication a little bit, they're gonna get the memo. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see in your heart space there's like a dark place here. You don't have clarity about a subject. I see the anchor showing up again. Some of you might have the need to anchor yourself, maybe just attach yourself to a certain place, but it seems like the anchor is not stable this time, meaning you might, I see letter F here again, you might consider moving around, or there's a new gateway opening here. This can be a new solution to an old problem. I see a number 8 here and a key right next to it. Number 8 symbolizes ending of a cycle. It can be material satisfaction, accomplishment, karmic solutions that coming to an end. And the key can, I kind of saw like old school car keys. I don't know if you ever seen one that they had this little, some of them had this little plastic head, some of them even didn't have that, and just like a big metal piece sticking out. Nowadays we just have just remotes with buttons on it. So I feel here this is something that is very prominent, and this is something that a car key, an old school solution. That's why I said you're thinking, okay, I am applying. Your desire is actually going to accelerate when you find that old school solution to this whatever is clouding your heart. So you're thinking maybe oh, I am old school. I am going after, I'm applying the old solutions. But the thing is, the solution, there might be another older version of the solution can be applicable into your situation. Now I'm starting to think, like if you're dealing with a computer program, for example, sometimes the newest versions do not really work in certain type of devices, and you had to go get the older version. So can be about that, can be something like that, can be key. Maybe instead of going after the more modern or what you think is the regular solution, you need to just look into the past to find the tears of joy, the good stuff, the good news here. So it seems like when you find it, it's going to be really glorious. That's why it can even just bring some clear, like a material solution for you, okay? I know this resonates for some of you. And or maybe this is too like up in the air right now, but I read all your comments, and sometimes I see in the comment section that after maybe a certain period of time, I see people rewatching the same video and saying, oh, this is really making sense right now. Okay, that's why I intended for this for a certain period of time, but it can resonate whenever you're watching it. Let's see what we have. 10 of Wands, this is speaking to, and this is also intended for someone rising in Venus sign, so I would like to mention that as well. Seems like here, okay, you're dealing with too much work, guys, too much work, trying to handle everything by yourself and not really paying attention to balancing your energy. We have here 10 of Wands. You can see there is a tree growing for sure. However, what's the cost? You are trying to handle everything by yourself. Some of you might be going through a busy time. Maybe if you're working, maybe it's like a very fast-paced time, or this can be trying to handle every single little detail of a material situation all by yourself and not really getting help from anyone. The problem is actually, this is going to turn into a conflict if you do not come up with a quick solution or take charge of the situation and draw the line here. Five of Wands can indicate there are too many cooks in the kitchen. This card keep coming for everyone. You might be overthinking what you should be doing instead of asking for help from people who can be really supportive. Or the Ten of Wands can symbolize also maybe connecting with a spirit and asking for help from the divine. The more you don't do that, the more conflict you're going to have, maybe dislike what you're doing, or detach from it, or fight with it, or see it as a problem. But the Magician tells me, Magician has a very light energy here. This is the fairy godmother. I don't know if you can see that. She has the pumpkins and the mice. So she's going to turn them into a massive carriage. So it seems like here, it might not even take too much effort to create what you desire, but it requires high energy, higher level thinking. So I feel like instead of maybe creating or feeding the conflict, you need to feed the creative ideas. And this can be a little heavy initially, because it seems like me dealing with the current problem and also trying to come up with a beautiful, lofty solution can be a little too hard on you at this time. That's why Two of Pentacles comes in here. If you're working hard, you need to play as well. You need to separate some time to pleasure, taking a break from work, and also doing things that you would love. And this actually, right, was falling out of the table and I just caught it. So Eight of Wands is when you can do that balanced act, okay, when you can also nurture yourself, you're going to find the quick solution. Eight of Wands can indicate a lot of ideas, inspirational ideas falling onto the ground, meaning they're materializing. You're going to start seeing the solution, okay? We have Five of Pentacles here with the Ten of Wands. If you keep going with carrying all the burdens of the on your back, you're going to feel eventually left out in the cold, okay? So what to do to avoid that is, yeah, I told you that you need to ask for help, okay? And asking for help can be from the divine, it can be from the people around you. And even maybe if you're feeling left out in the cold, wow. We have the devil here. She's the matchstick girl. She has one matchstick at a time. She's burning. So instead of doing that and overthinking, oh, who's going to help me? The devil is just actually diverts you from your path. It just makes you overthink, overeat, overdrink, and it just, gives you, whispers into your ears the things that you shouldn't do. And how you can avoid that is, you have knowledge in certain areas, you can expertise, you can utilize those, or Eight of Pentacles can also symbolize maybe, yeah, exactly, learning as much as you can about a subject, and because what you don't know is the scariest part. Maybe there is an easier and faster way you can complete a mission, complete a task, or find a solution, but instead of that, you're feeling left out in the cold, maybe you're overthinking. Instead, when you do your research, you're going to find your heart's desire quickly. When it comes to conflict, Page of Swords tells me that intellectual power is always better than fighting, physical, verbal fighting. And you need to utilize your mind instead of just falling into a victim to the conflict. When you do, you're going to use that magician power and come up with a solution. And what's going to happen is you're going to find the resources as well. Queen of Pentacles is about utilizing what you have in your hand very carefully and creating a beautiful garden for yourself. So I feel here exactly what the magician does is uses whatever is available, all the tools. Wand is the passion, sword is the word, cup is the emotion, and pentacle is the material things that you put them all together and use them. With the Queen of Pentacles energy, you're planting them also, which can bring long-term success. Nine of Cups we have here. I love this one. He kind of reminds me of Central Asian dressing and culture. I love that. So I want to look at how they described him, because all these cards actually have a lore behind them. Let's see what the lore on this guy. Knight of Cups. It's Mongolia, exactly, Central Asia. Mongolian legend, Halibu the Hunter. The Knight of Cups is a messenger. Halibu is kind and gentle while also willing to take a stand for what he believes in. Halibu provides for his village, and after befriending a dragon, he willingly sacrificed himself to save everyone he loves. So this is chivalry, affection, invitations, taking action, and receiving, giving meaningful gifts. Seems like here, finally, your journey, this month's journey, actually can also end in a position that you will receive your heart's desire. And also you're gonna help those that are maybe trusting you, that are around you, with the energy that you're bringing in. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull an archetype here. This can show us what you should embody, what's going on in your life, because we have here person, places, timelines, and etc. We have agape. Okay, the first time I'm seeing this, like we have candles right there. Basically, this is light. I think L is 50, and plus 20 makes 72 right here. Let's see what that means. Agape. These are, let's see what they are. The initiations. What are you initiating? Devotion and unconditional love, which we have two of the important ones here. What if instead of putting yourself at the center of your spiritual practice, you put God, goddess, or nature at the center? So nature is actually a growing entity here. So this card actually suggests that when you put something that has expansion into the center, it will actually help you grow as well. Yeah. So you are also growing, expanding too, but I feel like something bigger can continue, because you might actually give up. It's easy for human beings to give up on our dreams if we don't see any progress, but if we serve some higher entity, I think that can be continuous. Service, reverence, honor, and joy are your keywords. The agape card may also suggest you reassess what you worship every day, consciously or unconsciously. What are you elevating? Where does the sacred ladder you climb ultimately lead to? These are the things coming. Initiations. This is maybe what you should be questioning when it comes to material success, because this is another thing here. When I look at the people, I watch a lot of videos and analyze a lot of people and read a lot of biographies or autobiographies. The people who actually are the most successful, they always have, even in the back of their mind, of growth of humanity, serving people, helping people. And if they don't have that, mostly they get exposed, they tend to fail, just because it's the karmic cycle. The karma eventually hits them one way or another. I'm not going to say they always suffer or anything like that, but something in their life is always missing if they choose a negative path. Okay, let's see some more. We have encouragement here. Okay, that's why I felt maybe you are in the conflict in the environments that you're not supported, but when you start to, the learning experience can be maybe even is going to put you into the villages that you love and supported. Okay, encouragement will come. We have strength here. She's carrying the whole world on her hand, so seems like this is also a strength building experience for you. You're getting stronger with this journey. Okay, number 9 is the enlightenment. Number 8 is this karmic cycle closing, and it means material satisfaction. So it seems like the strength is going to be necessary for you to maybe heal and handle big sums of wealth. Okay, All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave more videos on the screen. And if you haven't already, give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.